Meghan Markle's half-sister Samantha is suing her again.
Picture this. Just when you think the storm has passed, the skies crack open again. A lawsuit you buried, gone for good, suddenly claws its way back to life. And it's not just any case. It's your own family dragging you into court. That's where Meghan Markle is right now, caught between rebuilding her image, protecting her peace, and facing a sister who's ready to air every grievance under the spotlight. The courtroom isn't the only battlefield. The family is split. The public is picking sides, and the next move could shatter more than just reputations. Samantha Markle isn't just knocking on the courtroom door. She's kicking it wide open. The $75,000 defamation suit Meghan thought was buried with prejudice has clawed its way back from the grave. And in legal terms, that's not supposed to happen. But Samantha isn't playing by the script. She's playing for impact. She says Meghan's words during that bombshell Oprah interview didn't just sting. They scorched her reputation beyond repair. Now, the fight is back on, and every old wound between these sisters is being ripped wide open for the world to see. But this isn't just about words. It's about the damage they leave behind, and the stage they're set on. And Meghan didn't say them in private or in passing. She said them on one of the most watched interviews of the decade, sitting across from Oprah herself. In that moment, with millions watching, she made a statement that Samantha claims erased her from the family entirely. Let's take a look at what Meghan said that sparked this firestorm.
Samantha Markle, your half-sister on your father's side, has written a supposedly tell-all book about you. What is your relationship with her?
I think it'd be very hard to tell all when you don't know me. And I mean, this is a very different situation than my dad, right? When you talk about betrayal, betrayal comes from someone that you have a relationship with, right? I don't feel comfortable talking about people that I really don't know. But I grew up as an only child, which everyone who grew up around me knows. And I wished I had siblings. I would have loved to have had siblings. That's why I'm so excited to be pregnant, so that Archie has someone. It was really interesting the last time I saw her must have been at least 18, 19 years ago. And before that, 10 years before that.
So you all weren't close? You didn't grow up together?
No.
She doesn't really know you?
No, she changed her last name back to Markle in, I think she was in her early 50s at that time, only when I started dating Harry. So I think that says enough.
I'll circle the date. September 9th, 2025. Because Jacksonville, Florida is about to become the epicenter of a royal family earthquake. On that day, Meghan Markle's words, spoken years ago in one of the most watched interviews of the decade, will be dissected, challenged, and judged by a 3-person panel with the power to either slam this case shut for good or breathe new life into it. But this isn't just a court date, it's a public reckoning. Every headline, every whisper, every side eye in that courtroom will carry the weight of years of family hostility. And when a private feud spills into a public arena, the stakes skyrocket, because now it's not just about truth or lies. It's about pride, reputation, and survival under the glare of global scrutiny. Behind the scenes, sources say both sisters are bracing for impact. Samantha wants validation, Meghan wants closure, and the public, they want a show. And like it or not, they're going to get one. But before this date was set in stone, this case was dead in the water. So how did we get here again? The first time Samantha Markle brought this case forward, it didn't just stumble, it crashed. A Florida judge tossed it, ruling that Meghan's statements weren't cold, hard facts, but personal opinions. And in the eyes of US law, opinions, even ones that sting, are protected speech. One line in particular became the heart of the ruling. Meghan's claim that she grew up as an only child. To the court, it was a personal perspective. To Samantha, it was a public erasure of her existence. But Samantha isn't letting that legal door stay closed. Her team argues the judge missed the bigger picture, how those words, broadcast to millions, reshaped how the world sees her. This isn't just about parsing language. It's about the ripple effect of a single statement when it's delivered by one of the most scrutinized women on the planet. Now, with the appeal, she's asking the judges to see it not as casual conversation, but as a targeted hit to her credibility and her name. And if she can convince them, this courtroom drama could shift from a dead case to a live, high-stakes battle overnight. And this collision isn't happening in a vacuum. The royals are watching, and the timing couldn't be worse. To some, the timing of Samantha Markle's legal comeback feels almost surgical. Meghan's Netflix projects have reportedly stalled. Whispers about brand struggles are circling. And now, just as she's trying to stabilize, her half-sister drops a legal bombshell. Coincidence? Or calculated? That's the speculation swirling in both royal watcher circles and the tabloids. Royal analysts warn this lawsuit could be far more than a personal headache. It could derail one of Prince Harry's most delicate missions yet, quietly repairing the deep fractures between himself and the rest of the royal family. For a man already walking a tightrope between loyalty to his wife and longing for reconciliation, a public, messy transatlantic court battle is the last thing he needs. And then there's the palace factor. Legal battles like this don't mesh with the carefully choreographed image the royal institution tries to project. More drama means more scrutiny, and more scrutiny means palace insiders will be watching and judging every move. For Meghan and Harry, the risk isn't just losing in court. It's losing ground with the very people they might one day need back in their corner. And while the headlines scream about the lawsuit, the deeper pain is unfolding in private, and it's just as explosive. This isn't just another court case. It's the latest chapter in a family fracture that's been festering for years. Meghan and Samantha haven't exchanged words since around 2014, but their silence has been anything but peaceful. In its place, interviews, public jabs, and carefully leaked tidbits that keep the feud alive in headlines. Now their father, Thomas Markle Sr., has stepped forward, reportedly ready to take the stand. And that's a twist loaded with tension. His history with Meghan is already a tabloid saga. Missed wedding appearances, explosive letters, and teary TV segments. Putting him in the witness chair doesn't just raise the emotional stakes, it turns this trial into a full-blown family spectacle. For Meghan, it's not just a half-sister she's facing, it's the ghosts of every fractured relationship that's played out under relentless public scrutiny. For Samantha, it's a chance to air years of grievances on a global stage. Every subpoena, every filing, every whisper to the press deepens the chasm between them. And the worst part? The whole world is watching as this family's wounds are laid bare, turning private heartbreak into public theater. And as the drama escalates inside the courtroom, the audience outside is already taking sides. Outside the courtroom, the trial has already begun. In the court of public opinion, social media has become a battlefield. On one side, Samantha's supporters hail her as a fearless truth-teller, finally standing up to a sister they believe has rewritten family history for her own gain. On the other, Meghan's loyal defenders see this as nothing more than a calculated cash grab, a desperate bid for relevance from someone riding the wave of royal drama. Every post, every comment thread, every viral TikTok is another skirmish in a war of perception. Even the headlines are loaded. Some frame Samantha as the underdog seeking justice. Others paint Meghan as the victim of an unrelenting smear campaign. The narrative shifts depending on who's telling it, making it impossible to separate fact from spin. And that's the danger. This isn't just about two sisters anymore. It's about us. The public, the spectators, the people choosing sides without ever stepping foot in the courtroom. Every tweet, every like, every hashtag becomes a vote in a cultural referendum on who we believe, who we trust, and how we judge the people we've never met but feel like we know. And when the final gavel drops, the legal verdict might settle the case. But will it settle the divide? So, where does this end? When a family feud stops being a private pain and turns into a global spectacle, there's rarely a clean winner. Will Samantha walk away with her story validated and her reputation restored? Will Meghan protect her brand and her carefully built image? Or will this fight leave them both battered, their names forever tied to a court battle that played out in front of millions? The truth is, the court can deliver a legal verdict, but it can't deliver peace. Not when every headline, every tweet, every heated debate is replaying the wounds on an endless loop. And that's the tragedy here. Even if one sister wins, the scars will stay. Not just in the family, but in the public memory. Because in the harsh glare of the spotlight, reconciliation becomes almost impossible. Every olive branch is dissected, every apology doubted, every smile accused of hiding something. The real question isn't who will win in court. It's whether a family so publicly fractured can ever heal under the weight of the world's gaze. And as September 9th draws closer, one thing is certain. When the gavel finally falls, it may end the legal fight. But the court of public opinion will still be in session.